তো আমি ধরো জাভা 8 ইনস্টল করব, জাভা 8, তারপর হচ্ছে তোমার উবুন্তুর ভার্সন, যে ভার্সন সেটা দেবে ইনস্টল। ধরো আমি উবুন্টু 20.04, 18.04, যেটা তোমাদের ভার্সন আছে। কমান্ডটা খুব সিম্পল। যদি জাভা 11 থাকেও, তাহলেও তোমরা যেটা ব্যবহার করবে সেটা হচ্ছে ওপেন জেটিকে 8, ওপেন জাভা 8। ওপেন জাভা 8-এর জন্য দেখো একটা পার্টিকুলার কমান্ড, বাই ডিফল্ট জাভা 11 ইনস্টল হবে তুমি শুধু যদি জাভা বলো। তো জাভার কোনো একটা ভার্সন স্পেসিফিক জাভা করতে গেলে দেখো এখানে যদি তুমি একটা নির্দিষ্ট ভার্সন চাও, তাহলে সুডো অ্যাপ ইনস্টল কি আপ গেট ইনস্টল যাই হোক ওপেন জেটিকে -11-জেটিকে। যদি সেরকম ভাবে তুমি যা ওপেন জেটিকে 8 করতে চাও, ইট শুড বি সুডো অ্যাপ গেট অ্যাপ ইনস্টল অর অ্যাপ গেট ইনস্টল এনিথিং ওপেন জেটিকে 8. So now first you check what version of Java you are having. If you are not having Java, there are two cases. It can three cases rather. It is exactly matching with our requirement. I have Java 8 for my case, or it may so happen that I do not have Java at all. So that in that sense you are lucky. So then you just do this. Sudo apt install or apt get install, anything will work. Open JDK 8 JDK. So, and third option is that you have Java 11. So if you have Java 11, still you install open apt install open JDK 8. Now suppose you see after this installation process, Java will go here, var lib JVM or user lib JVM rather, user lib JVM. So it is available under here. After installation of Java, the moment you install Java, your Java goes to the user lib, then under that JVM. So you can search by JVM also, or you can, it is all alphabetical. You can come here and select JVM. So you see here exactly what is my case, so that you will be having an idea. So this is JVM. So under JVM you can see that I have this one, this Java 8. This is my main folder. Java 1.8, this is the linked folder, hyperlink folder or symlink folder. It is actually giving link to this folder. So here you can see this is this particular 1.8.0 is actually linking this Java 8 OpenJDK. This is the folder. Similarly, my default Java is linked to this one. This is called symlinking. So default Java is actually linked with this one. This one actually linked with this one. So this is my main. This is a symlink folder level 1. This is the symlink folder level 2. That's mean my default Java is Java 8. Similarly, if I have more than one Java version, then how to do that? Because in some of the cases, some of you uh, must be having Java 11. So in that case, let me show you that suppose this command is that, suppose I am searching set default Java to Java 8. So here you can see there is a very simple command, update alternative. is sometimes difficult to find this one. So this one, you can see. This is the command if you are having more than one Java installed and your Java version is saying that you are in Java 11. So in that case, what you need to do after checking that, you first install your Java 8, the way I have seen. Those who are having, those who are not having any Java, they can easily just install this one. Everything will be there, no problem. But those who are having Java 11, they first need to install this sudo apt install OpenJDK. Then they need to do this thing, sudo update alternative config Java. Now the moment I enter this one, what it says, you see, it says me that you have only one Java alternative. That's why nothing to configure. But if you have more than one Java, then it will give you that this is your default. Do you want to change? So it will be like 0 is Java 11, 2 is Java 8, 3 is Java 10, and so on. So there you select the default Java, the number. Suppose your OpenJDK 8 is coming in the serial number 2. Then you have to select 2 is my default Java. Then the moment you select 2 and press enter, it will configure your Java to Java 8. And after that, if you want to see, if you can see this version, you can see this OpenJDK. So before installing our Greenstone, we need to do that. So today I'm giving you tasks. First you check your Java. Then if Java 8, you have nothing to do. If no Java, then you install clearly only Java 8. As I said that this is the command that sudo apt install OpenJDK 8 and you please check your USR lib JVM whether it is there or not. It may so happen that you may not be having default Java, but don't worry, that I will show case by case basis that how to handle default Java or how to create a default Java folder if you do not have default Java same link folder. Then third case is that you are having unfortunately Java 11. Then do not delete Java 11 because many of the software inbuilt softwares are linked with Java. It will disturb your machine. So apart from instead of uh, deleting Java 11, you rather install Java 8. Then after installing Java 8, you give this command sudo update alternative config Java. Then it will be asking you what is your choice 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. How many Java versions you are having. Select Java 8 as the default. Give the number and press enter. Then it will be setting your Java 8 as the default Java. Then after that you check your Java version. It should show Java 8. So this is your task today. Those before we move towards Greenstone or the next software. And today, apart from this, what we are going to learn, we are going to learn how to go for different kind of plugins in Omeka. Those who have already installed Omeka, those who are facing different kind of PHP related problem, my suggestion is that again you come here, select this one, copy this, open this terminal, stretch this terminal to the maximum possible way, then press it and check that whether everything is coming in one line or not. So my observation is that somehow you are failing to copy this properly and you are not having this PHP MySQL module. That's why two three people face that kind of MySQL I related problem. So you better reinstall everything and then try installing Omeka. So what next? What I am going to show you this now that how to install plugin in Omeka. This is possibly omega 1 to 3. So this is my omega, and this is my super user. So this is the super user interface, omega, and you can see here my dashboard is slightly different from your dashboard. Your dashboard is having only four or five things up to tags or something, one, two, three, four, and in my case you can see it's a very lengthy one. So why it become very lengthy one? Because I have installed many plugins here, and today you are also going to install many plugins. So first, let me tell you the process. The process is that first you better create in desktop or home a typical folder called Omega plugin. First, you create a folder called Omega plugin or Omega plugin source or Omega plugin software, anything, so that all you can store in one place. So let me create in my desktop Omega plugin software. So in my desktop now, I am having a folder called Omega plugin software. Now I am going to the plugin directory of Omega. So I can search by Omega plugin directory. We are using Omega Classic, so Omega Classic plugins. So this is the folder of our plugin directory. So all plugins are arranged here alphabetically or recently updated. By default, it is arranged alphabetically. So there are huge number of plugins you can see, and what I am going to advise you that initially you better start with simple plugins, not like complex like Avant. Say collection tree. So you please someone please write down that, or you can have record this one. So collection tree is our target. Then maybe connected carousel. Next thing, default Dublin code, default metadata, derivative images. These are all required for a rich digital library. Then Dublin core extended, element manager, element types, Flickr import. Flickr, you all know that it's a photograph repository. Flickr import. G Drive links plugin, geolocation, triple IF toolkit. Those who are trying to manage this one, those who are trying to manage this one, this image or photographs, so they need it. Triple IF toolkit. Item relations, LC suggest, a very interesting plugin. Then next one can be OIP image harvester, OIP image repository. So this OIP image harvester will allow you to harvest metadata from other digital library, And OAI-PM is repository will allow you to make Omeka OAI-PM is compliant so that other people can harvest it. So both plugins are required. Then PV code 2, it's a metadata. PDF embed, you can see PDF within the document. This is very much required. Then record relations to support DC.relation. Search by metadata. Simple vocab. Simple, or rather you install simple vocab class. This is an improvement over simple vocab. Simple vocab class. Social bookmarking, do not install this plugin. I will check because last time I found some problem with this social bookmarking. So do not go for this. Go for taxonomy rather. Then VRA core, a must. It's an image metadata you all know. YouTube import, Zotero import. So these are the plugins what I have marked that you need to install, and process is very simple. There are only two things involved with this one, and a bundle of common sense what you lack actually. So first you have your common sense in place, then you download the plugin, unzip the plugin, and place the plugin. So let me show you two cases. So first I am going to install what I am not having. Let me check. I'm having almost everything here. Okay. Simple vocab do I have? Simple vocab class. Taxonomy. Getty suggest. Getty suggest is also important. Getty suggest. I have to withdraw it. It is here. It's all alphabetically. You can check A, B, C, D. Getty suggest they have withdrawn. Anyway, that was a good one. Okay, so what I am trying to do here, say I am going to install LC suggest and PDF embed. Okay, do I have PDF embed here? Okay, so I do not have PDF embed here. First you see how I am going to PDF embed. Same process for all plugins, but sometimes you apply some of your common sense. Say for example, PDF embed. So I'm downloading this. Now save file. So what to save? In the desktop I have created one, this one, Omeka plugin. Anywhere you can create Omeka plugin software. So this one I am saving here. Then next I am going to have, I do not have PV code, so I am going to install PV code also. So again, in the same way, I am saving it here. Now, you can see I do not have PV code. So this is all alphabetical. So I do not take M, N, O, nothing is with P. So PDF embed and PV code, both I am not having. But I am having VRA code, I don't have. So I am going for VRA code also. VRA code is the metadata schema you all know. So I am installing VRA code also. So these three things I am showing you, and rest of the things as I suggested, you can go for it. Okay. So it should now show after installation here in P2 PV core and PDF embed, and here after you it should show you the VRA core. The after P here it should show VRA core. Anyway, so let's go for the installation part. So this is the folder. Now first unzip it, extract here, then PV code done, PDF embed, extract here, and here a code, extract here. So after extracting, first then you inspect your folder. So PV code 2, you see directly it came under the folder, all these files. You just check where is your plugin.ini. So that folder you need to copy. So plugin.ini here is directly under PV code 2. So what I need to copy? PV code 2. Now in the PDF embed, here also you can see that plugin is directly available under PDF embed. So no issue. VRA code here also. But in some cases, this particular zip file may contain another folder under it, and under that folder it is available. So in that case you need to go to the deeper level. The formula is that you need to check where is your plugin.ini, in which folder it is available. You need to copy that folder, this here. But if plugin.ini available in one level below, then you have to copy that one. As I do not remember actually, some of these plugins are actually working in that way. Let me try another one, because in that case everything is perfect, because not all these plugins are perfect actually. So they give you some kind of different levels. So anyway, you check that one. I don't remember which are the plugins are actually giving you this one. The formula is very simple. You check where is your plugin.ini file. Then these three all are having plugin.ini file directly under it. So let me copy all these three. So I'm copying these three. Then I'm going to my Omeka folder. So var www html, then Omeka. Under Omeka there is a folder called plugins. So here you can see all of my plugins what I have installed so far available here. So I am now pasting it here. So it is saying my PDF embed is already there, so I am cancelling it. I am skipping rather. VRA core is also there. So I have only able to provide this PV code 2, because VRA code and PDF embed is basically a hidden plugin kind of thing. So PV code 2 I have just installed additionally. Now if I come to my this Omeka and refresh, there's 3 I tried, 2 I have already installed, only PV code 2 is there. Now you see, if I go now to my plugin, here you can see here plugins. In the admin panel, you can have a plugin directory. Click there. So plugins, here you can see. So it can show me VRA code. VRA code I am already having. So all kind of plugin, 53 total plugin I have installed, and all are displayed here. Any of this plugin I can uninstall, I can deactivate, or I can reconfigure. All possible. Here, write it here. It can tell you that which new version has came. So for example, here it says that geolocation, a new version came. Get the new version. If I click get the new version, it will tell me that download 3.2 save file. Now suppose I am saving it here. Hmm. So this is the new version. What it is, this one, geolocation 3.2. So I can extract it here, geolocation. Now plugin.inr is directly under it, so I can first what I need to go do, I can delete geolocation from here. So before deleting, I have shown you how to install. Now I am showing you how to delete one and how to install a new one. So this is my geolocation. This is the plugin I am already having. So if I want to first uninstall this one, what to do? First I need to deactivate this one, geolocation. Then after deactivating this geolocation, after deactivating I can uninstall. Yes, I want to uninstall this one. So my geolocation is uninstalled. There is nothing, no trace of geolocation anymore. Okay. Now after this one, still it will show you geolocation is there, but it is uninstalled. What I need to do, I need to delete this folder. So move to trash. Now if I refresh, okay, you can see there is no geolocation. Now suppose I want to install this new version. So this is the geolocation. I am copying it. I am coming to the plugin subfolder of Omega, pasting it. Then if I refresh again, so geolocation came. Then I can install this one. It will asking me some of the values. So if you do not know exactly what you are trying to do, you just take the default values. All the default values will be there. So it is saying that you will using OpenStreetMap. The map type is Voyager. Later on, when you are comfortable, you can opt for different other options. But initially, you just take the default values and click Save Changes. So you can now see your geolocation is there. So your geolocation is already there. Again, you can reconfigure, deactivate, or install in this way. So first is installation. You download the plugin, unzip the plugin, check where is your plugin.inr, copy that particular folder, place in under this folder. Here it is, Omega under Omega plugins. So that particular folder you place it here, and then in your Omega admin interface. So this is my super user interface. So in that interface, I can click plugins. So I can have a list, then I can install it, I can activate it. So in this way, many of these particular folder can be, or plugins can be installed. So many plugins I have installed. Some of these, let me show you some of the advantages of this one. Say, in the next day, I will be showing you that how you can create your collection and so on. So now I am trying to show you some of this. Okay. So I go to dashboard, say let me try to add a item. So I have 415 items distributed in 3 collections, and I am using Omega 2.7. It's exactly working with the 2.8. I will be updating very soon, and all of you are having 2.8, no issue. So these are the 3 collections I am having: classic Bengali, photographic material, and GIS. You can add a collection at any point of time. So for example, I am adding a fourth collection, and here the beauty is that collection level metadata it is also supporting. So normally what we have seen, that item level metadata, I am adding a PDF file, an image file, or a text file. I can give metadata for that item. Here you can see right from the collection level you can create metadata. So this my collection is publicly available, so do not forget to check this one, public. Then title of my collection, it's the dc.title. Say let me give name demo collection. Then what is the subject? LIS, suppose description, a test collection, dc.description actually. Then publisher, maybe TLISKU, date, maybe 2021-04-25. So in this way I can fill up all DC element, it does not matter. And if I am think that this is okay, so all 25 DC element it is there, you can see, and you can add collection now. And here you can see that this is the uplink code, this is VRA code, all the metadata or the plugins I have installed, like VRA code plugin, Jotero plugin, and parent collection. If it is a sub collection, then what is it is the parent collection. These are all top level collection, but you can create in the DSpace way also, community, sub community, and so on. So suppose this is a top level collection, so add collection. So yeah, demo collection is here. Now in this demo collection, I want to add one item. So any point of time you can add this one, edit this one, delete this one. It does not matter. So if I want to add an item to this collection 4 demo collection, what to do? Again, I am going to dashboard. From the dashboard now I am selecting item, because collection I have already done. I am selecting items. In the items you can see these are the recent items. I want to add an item. So now item level metadata will be coming. So here you can select Jotero, VRA code, and so on. Now this item is public or featured. It is a public. In which collection it will go? It will go to demo collection. Then say let me upload a real file here. Say I'm trying to upload this paper. So suppose this paper I want to upload. And here my suggestion is that the paper 306, the examination you have given, I basically need to congratulate you all. You simply do not know how to handle metadata. Nobody may, make that one correct. A very simple question I have given in paper 306, that DC title appeared in German, and add the title. You have not gone through even this, the list I have given to you, this title metadata. Any of most of you are actually basically experimented with that in many ways. Okay, so you have a great knowledge in metadata. There's no doubt of it, because of your non-rating. So again, I am giving you a caution marks that you can paste it here, but go by the proper metadata formatting. Otherwise, again, I will give you 0 marks each of you. The way I have given in paper 306. Most of the cases, the metadata part, all of you actually did it very badly. You do not have any idea how to handle metadata. So please be, uh, if you are copying and pasting, that is not going to do anything. So exactly the way you learned that how to handle metadata, just like you are doing in your TSOR area of the catalog, the same way you need to manage it here. Then you can add a different kind of subject from here, and you can see that we have already installed some of the this one, some of this additional plugin. So why this plugin and how it can help us? So first let me show you. So before starting your, now you can understand this item how it can go. You can add title, you can add subject, and then finally everything is over. You just, these are all dc.title because you have selected Dublin core material here. Then after your metadata is over, then you can select item type metadata, that what type of item it is. Suppose it's a textual object. Then in the textual object you can also give different other specific one. What is the original format, what is the characteristics of the textual part, and so on. Then finally you can select or pick up the file which you are going to upload. Then you can go for item relation. If this item is actually related to the any other item in your collection, just item of ID of that collection will do, and what kind of relationship it is having, that you can do. So the metadata management of Omeka is far scientific in compare with Princeton and DSpace. Here you can relate all of your document through DC dot relation or DC terms dot relation. With that, you just give that this item is actually related to that item, and in which way it is related. That you have to pick up. So that item relationship you can support from here. You can pick up the coordinate values of the map, as we have installed the geolocation. So the map came in the this one. So you'll be having a tab like map. So here you can search. Suppose this particular DC dot coverage. You all know spatial coverage and temporal coverage. So DC dot spatial coverage is basically deals with the places. Now suppose this place related to Kolkata. I can search or I can try to find out. So if you are connected, it will find you Kolkata. Then you can pick up, okay, this is the coverage area. You can go for it. Then this is the longlet value. You can select, and if you can select it here, you can go, you can move, anything you can do. So you can pick up in this way the coverage, dc.coverage area. It is coming from OpenStreetMap. You can still pick up item relationship. You can pick up the file you are going to archive, and this VRA core is a metadata schema. You can, if it is a photograph or image, you can use it. Then Zotero metadata is for make Omeka Zotero compliant, so that item metadata you can directly fetch from Omeka to Zotero. Zotero in your reference management software. So and this is the item type metadata. You can select pick up what type of metadata item it is. Then some very specific metadata related to that, and this is the doublet code. Now, before adding item, I want to show you that suppose this dc.subject. Now, what additional things I can do with it? Let me show because you must have a question that we have installed so many plugins. What is the utility? So let me show one utility. I have shown you that what is the item relation meta plugin that we installed from here. So you can see this is the item relation plugin. This item relations plugin. So this is actually coming here. This map relation is basically the geolocation that we installed. Now let me try to utilize this LC suggest and how it can help me. So let me copy this title one so that I can use the same one without repeating. Now I'm going to, before starting adding an item, you can go to LC suggest, link page. In the LC suggest you see let me all current assignment so that I can show you something, because I have already linked with the DC language with marked list of language, DC subject with Library of Congress subject heading, DC creator with Library of Congress name. So let me show you from the beginning. I need to uncheck DC. So DC.creator. I'm just first I'm deleting everything. So I can start afresh. Okay. So this one is subject, no? Language. Now you see the first time when you are clicking this library LC suggest, it will show you something like this. It's a complete blank. Now, as you have seen the metadata, so that metadata element like dc.subject, dc.creator, dc.date, etc. I can select from different kind of vocabulary control devices, different kind of authority files. It's a very rich one. Let me first select that I have dc.creator. So these are all Dublin core related metadata field. These are all item type related. These are item type event related. So it's a very rich one. Even VRA code element are also there. VRA code metadata element. Then Jotero metadata element. All are there. Now my target is here Dublin core. So in Dublin core, which particular element? Say dc.creator. Now dc.creator are basically name, either corporate name, personal name, institutional name, and so on. So the corresponding authority file, you can see what are the linked open database authority file are listed here. So I am having LC subject heading, LC names, children's subject heading, genre or form, and different kind of vocabularies. These are authorities and these are vocabularies. Thesaurus for graphic material, PGN, mark port, country, geographic area, language, and so on. So DC dot creator, as we all can understand, that closely it can be related with Library of Congress, or Library of Congress name authority file can help me. So I'm selecting creator is equivalent to library, or can be linked with the authority vocabulary like Library of Congress. Now click edit suggest. So one current assignment added. So previously it was blank, now one is there. Now second I'm selecting dc.date. So dc.date can be closely related with Mark 21 list for should be, is there something? Date can be related with the which area? I don't know. Anything can be related with this. So just drop that idea. It's not a quite good one. So dc.language I can select. dc.language can be obviously marked list for language. Edit suggest. Then dc.coverage. Let me see that whether anything like this. dc.coverage. Coverage can be of two types, temporal and spatial. So here it can be Mark 21 list for geographic areas. And the great one is, or the most obvious one is the dc.subject, obviously. dc.subject is related with Library of Congress subject area. So you can see in my metadata label, all four dc.date, not date, language, subject, creator, all are linked with different kind of vocabulary control or linked to open database authority file. Now I am coming back to item again after this happened. So I'm adding an item, just like it's a public, it goes to demo collection. Now title I have already copied earlier. Now suppose I am going for dc.subject. Now this is basically related to language analysis in library OPAP. So let me search by library. If I point out library, and if my machine is connected to the internet, it should show me an option from Library of Congress. Nothing is coming. Let me check with dc dot language. No? We have here given dc dot language, where it is dc dot language. Now suppose this is English. What it should show, the moment I type English or Bengali, it will give me the corresponding mark tag. Maybe I'm missing something. Nothing. The suggest is there. It's perfectly linked. let me see that in any of my already file, if I want to edit, what happens? Edit, if I select something like bc dot language, no. Okay, so I need to check, but this way it's first you just link that how different kind of Dublin code metadata can be linked with authorities and vocabulary, and then I need to I'll tell you that how to actually activate it, because here either I am missing something or I need some kind of modification here to make it happen, but it works. In many of my previous experience, I have shown that it works like this way. Either I need to change Library of Congress URL, maybe change ID URL. So I need to make a query that why it is not working, but it works in this way. You do up to this particular point, then next step I will tell you what to do. The options is there. Here, suppose here I am writing metadata. So all metadata related subject descriptor will be automatically popped up from Library of Congress and so on. Mm, then another one is this YouTube importer. If I am going to this one YouTube importer, here you can see automatically you can collect if you give the entire URL of this one of the YouTube link, so you can collect or create a video collection here. So let me again check here how this one works. Suppose one of our video, I want to create a digital library of all the videos we have, class videos we have prepared. Now suppose this video, if I select, so this is the URL of this video. Now suppose I want to try it with Omega. Now if I click import video, see what happens. So these are the some of the advantages of plugins. Error importing video, the request because you have exceeded your this is actually objection from YouTube. uh, Something quota exceeding. So but you can try here. Somehow I have exceeding my quota in YouTube because I'm uploading many of these particular videos. So it is a quota related obligation, but you can try through this YouTube importer. Then many other interesting things are there, like Getty Suggest. I don't know whether it is still working. So in the Getty Suggest also you can select. I have selected
হ্যালো,
virtually.
শোনা যাচ্ছে?
Oh, actually,
হ্যাঁ স্যার শোনা যাচ্ছে।
actually, this is now okay. So in Getty Suggest you can see, but I don't understand. They have withdrawn this one. This is a very powerful one, just like your this Library of Congress related things. Getty vocabulary can be selected and linked with different kind of this one. Either VRA code metadata or Dublin code metadata, any of these things. So it is already related with VRA core union list of artist name. So it is already related. So let us see whether Getty Thesaurus is working or not. If I am now selecting VRA core, name of the agent, say anything, I'm typing like I home. Now you can see here in the right hand side it is saying it is querying. It is making a, I have just searched by Jamini Roy. It is trying to make a query to say here you can see it is trying to make a query to Getty. Getty is a thesaurus for artist name. Getty is a thesaurus for different kind of art object, etc. Now suppose I am searching pc.artist. This element has auto-suggested activated using Getty Suggest plugin. Okay, fine. So let me search some of the foreign artists, like um, Rembrandt, exact spelling I don't know. Say Rembrandt. Let's see what happens. So it is trying to make a query to the Getty Thesaurus. If it is find something, then it will give you the exact name. The same way it works with Library of Congress. I need to explore that why it is not working. So I just made a query to Rembrandt depending on my internet speed and other things. It is now trying to make a link with the database. It will pop up the suggestions and finally I can select it. So this is all happening because of the availability of the things as a linked open data. No, it's not working here also. It should give me a list. Uh, Say I am not giving a complete name. I am just giving half things. So it is trying actually, but somehow okay. Now you see, I have searched. Exactly, it is happening now. It is giving me two options. If I search by Picasso, either as Picasso Villares or Picasso Pablo, I can select Picasso Pablo. So I don't have to type the full name. Now, agent, another way. So I understand that you can have an idea now how it is work. Let me try again with this one, Library of Congress, because this is very. Is it trying at all? It is not trying at all. So I need to check why it is not happening. Some configuration change may be required. But you already have an idea. Let me show you again how it works in case of Getty Thesaurus. In the same way it works with this one. So here you can see VRA code element is added with artist name. So similarly, suppose let me link dc.creator dc.creator with union list of artist name. So previously I created VRA core agent. Now I am also creating mm, Dublin core creator with union list of artist name. So if I come to item again, add an item. Now Dublin core DC dot creator. Now suppose I am searching by Picasso again. You see here also it is trying to make a query. Now finally it gives me two options because of upload. In this way it works here also. Maybe I am missing something. So today it's up to this one. So you installed all the plugins I have discussed, and please open up your common sense. And when you are creating a collection, you can give all kind of metadata related to that collection. And do not give metadata as it is as anything basis. You are typing anything coming to your mind. You please remember you are a librarian. You are going to be a librarian. So don't put garbage, please. Then here in the item level also follow perfectly. If you forget, again read the metadata materials that I have given in the third semester, that how to add dc.title, how to add dc.date, and so on. What are the standard formats you are going to support? Because the way you answered the metadata part, those who have attempted question number 4.2, it's basically 4.2 or 4.1, I don't remember. So that metadata one, that's basically a, what to say. After seeing that, I simply thought that either I have not performed well, so that lot many, nobody of you actually learned anything related to metadata, or it's a gross negligence or on your part for attempting to understand what metadata is. Because anything came in your mind, you have just written there. No, title case or sentence case, everything in uppercase. That one answer I have seen. No attempt to go for any kind of applying your minds in answering the metadata question. So please remember that, and when you are adding an item in this way, you just try to be, try to be a librarian there. Don't try to be a novice data entry operator. So this Dublin code is the item level. Then item type metadata you can pick up from here, what type of item you are uploading. Then according to that you can give a few data. Then VRA code will be handling later on. Then item relationship. 2-3 items you are uploading can be related with each other, so that you can make a graphical navigation from one item to another item. And if you are using geolocation, you can also pick up the coverage from here and try to create this LC suggest, then OIP image. So suppose your collection, if you go to OIP image harvester, so I can harvest, these are the things I have harvested from different one. I need to have a base URL. You already know that open.org gives us a base URL, OAIP image base URL for many of the digital libraries of the world. So that I can use here, and I can select sets, and then I can harvest. So try to export this. Let us see what is this simple vocab plus says. So this simple vocab plus is also allowing you to create a vocabulary, to edit vocabulary, and to assign vocabulary to different, So first you create a vocabulary, then suppose your own vocabulary, very specific one, the thesaurus you have created. That you can do from here, and then you can link. it's a well suited one. So these are the few things you try. Then if you are facing again some problem, then we will discuss in the next day. So that's all for today. Those who have not installed yet, first try to install.